Quicklime is an irritant to the eyes, skin and airways. It can cause chemical burns. In contact with water, it releases heat at up to 80 degrees Celsius, which can cause burns to the skin. Quicklime powder is also very fine and easily dispersed, creating a risk of contact with stuff. It is therefore important to wear appropriate personal protective equipment and strictly follow the garment donning and doffing procedures, which will be explained in this video. The first task is to choose protective items which are appropriate to the risks being incurred, the nature of the hazardous substance, and the working rules and procedures. Bring everything you need, coverall, gloves and vented mask, to the dressing area. Make sure you choose a coverall of the correct size, matching your body height and your chest girth. Only properly fitting clothing can give the user comfort and full protection. Clothing which is too small restricts your movements, but if it's too big, it can easily get caught in machinery, for example, putting your safety at risk. And it may also lead to heat build-up inside the coverall, thus compromising your comfort. If possible, put on safety apparel in a clean and uncontaminated environment, or if not, at least outside the danger zone. Remove clothing from the upper body. Because lime reacts with skin moisture, it's very important to wear a cotton vest with long sleeves to absorb perspiration, even in summer. Remove any sharp objects that could damage the protective clothing or restrict your movements. To put on the equipment, sit down or lean against a hard surface in order to avoid falling. Put the coverall on. Put your boots on. Pull the cuffs over the boots. Do not tuck them inside the boots. This will avoid contaminating the inside of the boots and ensure the dissipation of electrostatic energy. Pull the zip up to chest height. Put the face mask or powdered respirator on and allow your colleague to check that it is positioned correctly. Fasten the zip completely. Put the chemical protective gloves on. Allow your colleague to seal the gap between gloves and boots with chemical protective barrier tape. You can fold the tape at the end to ease the doffing process. Follow all safety instructions when working and avoid unnecessary contact with quicklime. Personal protective equipment helps to protect you against the hazards during all your work steps, during repeated exposures, and against significant exposure during accidents. Once the operation is completed, go to the garment doffing area, which should be outside the danger zone, to correctly remove the PPE and avoid any risk of contamination. Remove the mask. Allow your colleague to pull the zip down to your navel and remove the tape from your boots. Your colleague peels off the coverall inside out, making sure that the potentially contaminated surface remains on the inside. The colleague takes hold of the gloves with the arms of the coverall in order to remove them. Then, your colleague uses the coverall legs to hold the boots and helps you take them off. Be sure to place your feet on an uncontaminated surface. The colleague rolls up the contaminated coverall and the tape and places them in a hazardous waste bag. Even if it is not contaminated, The coverall is single-use and must be disposed of.